for here is part 2, which is we are talking about class 9 hazard, which involve miscellaneous, such as it is only hazard during transportation, such as lithium battery and also dry ice. Why is it dangerous? Because somehow in dry ice, it releases a large volume of carbon dioxide gas as it sublimates from solid to gas. So it consists of carbon dioxide gas. And if packaged in a container that does not allow for release of gas, it may explode, causing personal injury or property damage. Okay, there is two main causes for Li-ion battery explosion. The first is heat. If the battery gets hot enough, such as inside laptop without proper ventilation, the electrolytes could ignite. And the second cause is actually a separator failure, causing a short. But if the electrodes touch, the battery will quickly heat up. And recalls that the battery are highly energetic, which means they will get extremely hot. It's likely permitted, if not, it is forbidden. That's why somehow if we actually goes through Asia or somehow in flight, they wouldn't resist you if you actually bring up your power bank. Now, talking about the dry ice, which is sublimates from solid to gas. Now, talking about the dry ice, which is sublimates from solid to gas. Now, talking about the dry ice, which is sublimates from whereby this dry ice is actually, you may seem that it is not dangerous because somehow you see people eating ice cream that comes from nitrogen gas, cryogenic gas, but somehow with a lot of dosage of this dry ice, it's actually now, this carbon monoxide is a serious problem as it is enclosed industrial spaces with little circulation, whereby this carbon monoxide is the natural byproduct of internal combustion engines, as seen on the some forklift or transport vehicles inside factory. And this carbon monoxide poisoning occurs when someone is exposed to more than 50 parts per million over several minutes or hours. And OSHA prohibits exposure to more than 100 parts per million. So to fight these carbon monoxide issues in the workplace, the CDC recommends first, companies should just substitute the battery-powered vehicle for gas-powered supply. Second, factories or industrial plants should supplement existing ventilation system. And finally, the installation. This carbon monoxide is actually colorless, odorless, tasteless gas produced by burning gasoline or woods, propane, charcoal, and also other fuels. Improperly ventilated appliances and engine, particularly in enclosed space, may allow carbon monoxide to accumulate to this carbon dioxide poisoning occurs when the body replaces the oxygen in red blood cell with carbon dioxide. Symptoms such as dull headache, weaknesses, dizziness, nausea, or vomiting, and shortness of breath. Some other common ingredients in household and industrial cleaning agents possesses small threats in small doses, such as ammonia. Have you heard that there are a case of a cleaner is actually just passed out due to, when she's already passed out due to the floor cleaner agent, which consists of high in ammonia. And she closed her door so that it is in contaminated area. So the effects might be runny nose, shortness of breath, red eyes, and burning of throats, and severe ingestion. The essential role of this construction of circuit boards and semiconductors, especially in gaseous form, is deadly, as little as 15 parts per million, which can cause irritation. For processing and manufacturing of metal, textile, and rubber, one of the world's strongest acids may cause permanent damage, providing plenty of worker station and must use PP. As you can see, here are the pyramids of the increasing effectiveness So from the pyramid, you can actually, from the above is the first effectiveness for reducing the chemical hazard, which is elimination or substitutions, which will eliminate the exposure before it can occur. Second, engineering control by requiring a physical change to the workplace. Third is administrative and work practice control, which will require worker or employer to do something. And lastly, then we can use personal protective equipment, but it may be less effectiveness, which is including respirator. So, what is the most effective and reliable control? There are several types of effective and reliable control of this chemical hazard. First is to substitute a hazardous chemical with a less hazardous one. Next, using different and safer substances instead of the initial one. Third, technological alternatives such as deep freezing instead of permanent. Now, here are the effectiveness and reliable control of chemical hazard, whereby we can reduce the exposure at the source by using exhaustion and ventilation, then change the process to minimize the contact with hazardous chemicals, isolate or enclose the process, Meanwhile, for the effectiveness and reliable control of chemical hazards, we must having the training of workers, provide work shift, preventative maintenance, and also adjust work schedules so that workers are not overexposed to a hazardous chemical. Here are the proper PPE for the students, such as using chemical protective clothing, wear respiratory protective, use glove, and also wear eye protection. And here are some of the polyethylene acid corrosive cabinets. So in our lab, we have a lot of colorful cabinets which actually differentiate each type of its content, such as you can see, a cabinet which is in gray color. There we've got green cabinet for pesticides and also blue cabinet for gas cylinder storage. And we also have a yellow cabinet, which is highly specific for flammable liquid storage. Now, we are come to the most exciting, which is, we call it as PERL, the permissible exposure limit. It is a legal limit in the United States for exposure of an employee to a chemical substances or physical agent. Now, this PERL, okay, we stand the PERL terms as a permissible exposure limit, and it is a legal limit for the degree to which workers may be exposed. And most OSHA PERLs are 8-hour time weeks average, known as TWE. So here are the examples of the OSHA PERL Table Z, but for this industry safety management, we are not covered this topic. Okay, only that we just know the basic thing that the maximum concentration where a person can be exposed to chemical hazards or physical agent for 8 hours a day or 40 hours per week without any. So here are some of the definition that we will be used inside the chemical hazard, which is action level, which is the airborne level, typically 1/2 of the PERL designated in OSHA substance specific standard. Then we So basically, that is all. We have covered all of the topic 3. Bear in mind, you will be having quiz 2 next week regarding topic 3. So have a good day. Bye-bye.